Breaking news: President of Russia Putin said that Israel should leave the Palestinian territories. Russian President Vladimir Putin has spoken out again on the conflict between Hamas and Israel. He claims that Israel has stolen some Palestinian land by using military force. This was discussed at the Russian Energy Forum in Moscow on October 13, as reported by Anadolu. Putin said the Palestinian issue is in the minds of everyone who rejects Islam, and they see it all as manifestations of a lack of decency that has reached unimaginable heights. He emphasized that every person in this area holds a isu Palestina. I truly believe that every person who embraces Islam. Everything that happens is seen as a Palestinian protest, not just now, but going back several years. The level of wit has increased to unimaginable heights, he said. It all started with the idea of creating two sovereign states, Israel and Palestine. However, a choice must be made because in practice, this is only partially implemented. Israel has also taken control of territory that Palestinians have traditionally considered their own. Putin added, at different times and in different ways, but mostly the same size. The fighting between Hamas and Israel has ceased since last Sunday. Around 6:30 a.m. local time, Hamas launched a multi-pronged attack, firing thousands of rockets in the direction of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Some of these rockets managed to get past the Iron Dome defense system and hit their targets. Israeli troops and thousands of Hamas fighters clashed in 22 separate locations throughout the day. The situation began to worsen as more and more of the local populace participated in the riots. Hamas had previously published altered images of several Israeli citizens. Israeli military spokesperson Colonel Daniel Hagari admitted that there are soldiers and civilians who were killed. Hamas spokesperson Khaled Kadomi told Al Jazeera that the group's military operations are a response to the violence that Palestinians have endured for decades. In addition, it is common knowledge that Israel has launched attacks in the vicinity of the holy Islamic site of Al-Aqsa Mosque on multiple occasions. We want the international community to stop the violence in Gaza against Palestinian civilians and sacred Palestinian sites like Al-Aqsa. All of these things, he said, were the motivation behind the start of this war. Israel has retaliated with its own airstrikes. This country has even imposed a blockade on food, water, and cooking fuel in Gaza, prompting PBB and a number of other organizations to send reminders to Tel Aviv. While this was going on, Mikhail Bogdanov, the deputy minister of Russia's external affairs and editor of the newspaper Yutusin Timur Tenga Russia, called for Pengenchen Sedra Permuzuan, citing CNN International. The delivery of food and medicine to Gaza, which he requested be resumed, must now begin. The truth was revealed during a phone conversation with Hussein al-Sheikh, the head of the PLO's exec committee on fake Fatah in Palestine. Both sides have complained about what they call Penjaboman without Pandang Bulu, which they say results in many innocent people being denied voting rights. Penakananya dilakukan pada pensegahan exodus penduduk dari Jalur Gaza, yang seharusnya menjadi bagian dari negara Palestina Merdeka sesuai Perbatasan tahun 1967 dengan ibu kotanya di Jerusalem Timur, according to reports. Humanitarian crisis in Gaza worsened on Friday amid growing warnings that the territory's population faces imminent extinction. Up to this point, there have been 338,000 people to Gungsi.